fighting for freedom, fighting to defend your country is not easy, and sometimes it costs you your very life. A friend of mine, Liron Yitzchak, he died. He died last night of his wounds. He was blown up by an IED of the Hamas mortar. There was a whole bunch of mortars actually, and hit a bunch of guys, friends of mine that I served with in Gaza. And last night he died. He was waiting for a chance to get married. He was supposed to get married in 2 weeks. It was supposed to be a fun wedding, and he paid the ultimate price. That's where the actual mortar fell, killing my friend. I was also able to visit one of the other survivors of that same mortar attack, who's been trying to find the time to get married. I'm so glad to see my friend alive after an actual miracle happened. It's like a patzma, a margama, like a hit on one side of him and one on the other side of him. 7 people down. He was wounded in his arms and legs and neck, and he's alive. And I just say thank you.
Thanks, God.
Elohei Israel, Elohei Avram, Yitzchak, Yaakov, for saving my buddy. Yes! Yeah. Gaza stands at a turning point right now. These are hard times, my friends. These are times where you have to put it all on the line for freedom, for your family, for your country, to stand up for what is right in the face of brutal terror. Also, Hezbollah terror group is attacking. They sent a UAV, a drone, attack drone. It exploded near the Sea of Galilee. I'm from near the Sea of Galilee. So these are intense times. It exploded, and I'm thinking about my family, and we also had, so what's going on in Rafiah? We got 350,000 people have escaped. Palestinians, Arabs have fled, escaped to the safe zones that we've provided for them. I don't know what army provides safe zones and tents and gets them out of harm's way, gives them every directive. And we're pushing deeper into the city of stronghold of Hamas, where the last battalions are, Rafah, and we're using targeted strikes. And so it's just, we're pounding Gaza to remove the last of these Hamas terrorist battalions. They have 7 tunnels that we've been able to find that go towards Egypt in different places. I know that is something people are wondering, why are there these tunnels? Good question. Well, we'll answer all that coming up here. So Hamas is continuing to fire rockets on Israel, striking all over the south, including southern, hit a playground in Beersheba. Remember where Abraham dug a well, the guy from the Bible? And truly is with a really heavy heart that I share. 5 IDF soldiers from Battalion 202 of the Paratroopers Brigade fell last night as well. What a night. Long nights. Captain Roy Beit Yaakov, 22 years old, from the town of Eli. Staff Sergeant Gilad Aryeh Boim, 22 years old, from Karnei Shomron in Judea Samaria. Sergeant Daniel Chemo, 20 years old, from Tiberias. Daniel Chemo was one of our lone soldiers in our lone soldier upper room for lone soldiers. And so...
דאגו, תמיד המזנון פה היה מלא, האוכל, המטבח, קשר עם חיים ממש טוב, הוא בא לפה, הוא שואל מה קורה, תמיד בוקר טוב, צריכים משהו, מבסוט מהמקום, אפשר לראות את זה על הזמן שאני נמצא פה.
Staff Sergeant Ilan Cohen, 20 years old, from Carmiel. Staff Sergeant Betzalel David Shashua, 20 years old, from Tel Aviv, fell in the battle in northern Gaza. I just got to read Deuteronomy 33. It might sound absurd, but we have to hold on to these promises. Happy are you, O Israel, who is like you, a people saved by the Lord, the shield of your help, the sword of your majesties. Your enemies will submit to you, and you will tread on their high places. Netanyahu says we're not going to replace Hamastan with Fatahstan. No, we are going to see a time of peace where we won't worry about the southern or northern borders.
האוכל אהוב עליי. וואי, נראה לי פסטה.